Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is the beginning of day 54. We're at the Curly Maple Gap Shelter, and we're headed to Cherry Gap Shelter. It's 12.8. A lot of ups and downs. By the time we get done today, we're going to climb here from 3,000 up over 5,000, and then back down to 4,000 for the night. So a lot of climbing, a lot of descending today, a lot of elevation that we're going to have to work through. So and a 12.8 on top of that. So be a very challenging day for me today, and we'll let you know how things progress. One of the things I'm excited about is as we go over let's see, it's Unica Mountain. It says there is a dense spruce forest, so you know how I like the pines, and I'm looking forward to actually that experience. So anyway, we'll get hiking on here, and we'll meet on down the trail. Bye. Well, the trail out from Curly Maple was not a bad little elevation climb. Hardly broke a sweat. Really rooty though, and a couple of boulder fields we had to cross through. This section looks a little different to me. That's why I wanted to kind of photograph it. There's, I don't know if you can see the colors, but there's some color splashes out there. It almost makes you feel like you're in, almost like it's fall or something. So anyway, as I turn the corner here, if I get a better view, I'll try and get some of the colors that are out there in the trees, and I'll get back with you. Can you see the colors that are trying to show through there? Here's an example of rooty. When I talk about a trail being rooty, I find this to be hard on the ankles unless it's wet, and then it's also hard on the knees. Anyway, when I say a trail is kind of rooty, that's what I'm talking about. When I say kind of have to go over kind of a boulder scramble, sometimes that's from an old rock slide, not necessarily these rocks right here that we just passed. Anyway, can you hear the birds singing this morning? It is so pretty. It is so pretty today. Okay, here's an example of when they've had an old rock slide and you have to maneuver through them. Sometimes your trekking poles get stuck down between the rocks. It even happens with the roots too. And that one wasn't too bad. That's just an example of where you have these old rock slides, and the boulders are big. The trail crews can't move them. If they're small, sometimes we'll move them around, like in this section here where they've kind of put dirt down in to help fill. And it's not always that way, especially if they're big. I tell you, I've heard a lot of trees breaking today, which reminds me of, when bears are out looking for grubs and they're tearing apart old stumps and stuff. That's what it sounds like. I've heard slow lumbering movements up the hill from me a couple of times today. So I suspect we might have some bears in the vicinity, but they're keeping their distance, obviously, as I've been looking, but I haven't been able to see them anywhere. Here's another example of those rock slides that the trail crews have worked to try and make passable, but you do have to be careful on them. They are good ankle twisters, good toe stubbers. Anyway, all right, Time to put my poles back to the ground and hike faster. Look, Liza, here's a flock of these little flowers that look like birds. Watch what happens when I blow. Looks like they're flying, huh? Well, I had to endure a lot of roots and a lot of rocks and a lot of uphills to get a nice, beautiful trail like this. Listen to the birds. Look at the sun shining through the trees. It's just beautiful. This is why I'm out here. Oh, excellent campsite. That would have been a nice place to camp. I suspect some of the people that passed out of the campsite last night probably ended up there. Oh, I glimpse some asphalt off to the right. I see a little structure. This must be Indian Grave Gap I'm coming down to. I think it is. Well, it should be nice if there's some trail magic down there. Oh, I see lawn chairs. Maybe there is. I'm excited. Gonna stay with me for just a little minute? Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna have to put this up. This is getting steep. Well, I'm suspecting there's trail magic. I'll let you know. Okay, there was some trail magic down at the gap. Some water, lemonade, coffee, tea, no beverages of light, no alcohol, no soda pops, brownies, and banana bread and some fruit. It was good. Had an apple, had a brownie, had some lemonade. Very refreshing. This is a part of the trail that's really hard to walk on right here. Loose rocks, roots. You know, the roots do help with, you know, erosion, I guess, and they're there because of erosion. But man, the combination of loose rocks and roots definitely makes this kind of an uphill climb challenging. And I am starting the beginning ascent here to Unica Mountain, so it's they're going to be climbing thousands of feet here before the day is over with. Maybe be a little bit of a descent first before we start up the final approach. But anyway, just want to report back on, yes, there was trail magic, and now the trail is not quite so pleasant, but starting to get the feeling I'm getting close to some good views. All right, this bald is called Beauty Spot, and I think that's Unica Mountain right over there. Got to climb that yet and descend it before today's done. It's noon, almost exactly. Sorry for the wind. So there's Irwin down there. Jonesboro. Parking lot. Oh, trail magic maybe, baby. Anyway, I'm gonna go see. See you later, bye. All right, so at Beauty Mark Bald, we did have trail magic. The guy that hiked the trail last year. We're now down at the gap, getting water at a piped spring next to a campground. And there's Hamfist. Hamfist, say hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Getting some water. Usually we'll drink a liter, carry a liter. Right now we're getting ready to start up to there. 1.1 miles to top of Unica mountain through a dense spruce forest. This would be a nice place to come camp though. 1 point up, 1.1 up, and then we're down all the way to the campsite. So we'll say hi to you at the top. See you later, bye. So we're still tanking up some water. I wanted to add that to this point it's 8 miles we've gone. Left the camp 6 hours ago. Had 2 trail magics, one that we spent 45 minutes at, and the other one we spent an hour at. So actually that's probably one of my best days of hiking so far. We're pretty close to it. The descent down into Irwin was up there too, because that was 6.4 in 3 hours. So, and this is 8 in, let's round it to 6.5. So feeling pretty good about that. You feeling pretty good about that, Hamfist?
Yes, sir.
That wasn't bad. Now you just gotta hike on all those beers you drank. Oh, we won't let Mom know that though. We'll keep that.
Tell my mom.
We'll keep that a secret.
All right, thanks.
Well, I think I've crested Unica Mountain. I haven't been walking in dense spruce forest. There's a few spruce trees around, but not a dense forest of them yet. So we'll see as I progress. For right now though, I'm tired. But you know, it's good to breathe hard, have your heart pound. You know, it means you're alive. And climbing the mountains, it helps you feel alive. All right, let me go see if I can find some of these spruce forests that they're supposed to be up here. Maybe I'm not really at the top. All right, let's go hike on. Okay, about 200 yards up the trail, we actually started getting into some of the spruces. Kind of nice. I wouldn't call it dense yet, but it's nice. No, we weren't up even close to the summit yet. And Dorothy, this is not the yellow brick road.
I heard it's up here.
Yeah, this is not the yellow brick road, is it?
If I start hallucinating, maybe.
All right, that's enough. If I'm not watching, I'll turn my ankle. Still ascending on one of the longest 1.1 mile ascents I think I've done so far in the AT. But definitely into the softness of the pine needles and the darkness of the pines. Very pretty. I would say this would now qualify as dense spruce forest. Boy, I hope we're getting close to the top. But then again, got a 4-mile descent on the other side. And a right knee that already buckled once on the trip up here. I felt like I hyperextended it a little bit. So, gonna be careful going down. Isn't this beautiful? good thing they've got the trees marked. Very easy to get off the path here. All right. See you later. Bye. I know this is cool. It's like a Christmas tree farm. Oh, it smells like Christmas. I love the smell of pines. I know I said that 100 times. Pines in Florida don't have a Christmassy pine smell because they're sand pines. They grow too fast. They're just good for paper. But this is cool. I must expect to turn the corner and see a stag or a bear or something, you know? But my osprey pack makes too much noise. I'll probably never see a bear because he can hear me coming for a couple miles away. Sorry, osprey. Your anti-gravity suspension system, though comfortable, is noisy. All right. All right. Thanks for walking with me through Christmas land here. I wish you could smell it. Just close your eyes and imagine the smell of Christmas. All right. See you later. Bye.